Cristiano Ronaldo. He became one of the most important players at Manchester United. And in 2008, he won his first Ballon d'Or. The teenager from Madeira had become one of the biggest stars in world football, but his story was only beginning. In 2009, Ronaldo made one of the biggest transfers in football history. He joined Real Madrid. The pressure was enormous, but Ronaldo seemed to become even better. He scored goals at an unbelievable rate. He broke records. He won trophies. And he became the face of one of the biggest clubs in the world. But there was another player standing in his way, Lionel Messi. For almost a decade, football fans watched one of the greatest individual rivalries the sport had ever seen. Ronaldo against Messi, Real Madrid against Barcelona, La Liga against Barcelona, Champions League nights. Ballon d'Or battles. Every season, they pushed each other to another level. Ronaldo eventually became Real Madrid's all-time leading goal scorer. He won 4 Champions League titles with the club, and he won multiple Ballon d'Or awards. But perhaps his greatest achievement at Real Madrid was not one specific goal. It was his ability to perform when the pressure was at its highest. Champions League knockout games, important finals, huge moments. When Real Madrid needed Ronaldo, he often appeared, and that is why his Real Madrid era became one of the greatest individual periods in football history. But in 2018, Ronaldo made another shocking decision. He left Real Madrid. After almost a decade in Spain, the next chapter would begin in Italy. Ronaldo joined Juventus. And once again, he had something to prove. Some people believed his best years were already behind him. But Ronaldo continued scoring. He won trophies in Italy. He adapted to a new league. And he continued breaking records. Then came another emotional moment. In 2021, Ronaldo returned to Manchester United, the club where he had become a superstar. Fans welcomed him like a hero returning home. The expectations were enormous. Everyone wanted the old Ronaldo back. But football does not always follow the script. The second spell at Manchester United became complicated. Results were inconsistent. The relationship with the club became increasingly difficult. And eventually, Ronaldo left again. This time, there was no fairy tale ending. But there was still another chapter waiting for him. In 2023, Ronaldo moved to Al Nassr. For some people, this looked like the end of his European career. But Ronaldo saw it differently. He wanted to continue playing. He wanted to keep scoring. And he wanted to help change football in Saudi Arabia. His arrival brought enormous attention to the Saudi Pro League. More stars followed. And the league became more visible around the world. Ronaldo continued scoring goals, even as he entered his 40s. And that is one of the strangest parts of his story. Most footballers retire long before 40, but Ronaldo kept going. His body, his discipline, his training, and his mentality allowed him to continue competing at an age when most players are already retired. But eventually, even Ronaldo had to face the same question. When is it time to stop? Now at 41 years old, Ronaldo has admitted that this could be his final year in professional football. And suddenly every match feels different. Every goal feels more important. Every season feels like part of the countdown, because Ronaldo is no longer trying to prove that he can become a legend. He already is one. Now he is deciding how his story will end. And there is still one incredible number in front of him: 1,000 career goals. Ronaldo has already scored hundreds of goals for club and country, and reaching 1,000 would be an extraordinary final milestone. But there is another achievement he never managed to complete: winning the World Cup. Portugal came close. Ronaldo created unforgettable moments with his national team. But the World Cup trophy always remained out of reach. And maybe that is what makes his story so interesting. Because even after winning almost everything, there was always something left to chase. Now Ronaldo wants to leave what he has described as a spectacular legacy. And his legacy is already enormous. 5 Ballon d'Or awards, 5 Champions League titles. League titles in England, Spain, and Italy. European Championship glory with Portugal. Hundreds of goals. Countless records, and millions of fans around the world. But perhaps his greatest legacy is something much harder to measure. He changed the idea of what a footballer could become. He turned himself into an athlete, a global brand, a leader, and one of the most recognizable sports figures in history, from a young boy in Madeira to Sporting Lisbon, from Manchester United to Real Madrid, from Juventus back to Manchester United, and finally to Al Nassr. The journey has lasted more than 2 decades, and now the end is getting closer. One day Ronaldo will play his final match. There will be no next season, no next Champions League night, no next comeback, no next goal, just the memories. The records, the trophies, and the moments that millions of people will remember forever. Maybe that final moment is still far away. Maybe Ronaldo will surprise everyone again. Because if there is one thing we have learned from Cristiano Ronaldo, it is that he never followed the path people expected him to follow. And maybe that is exactly how the greatest chapter of his career will end. Cristiano Ronaldo did not simply play football. He built a legacy, and when he finally walks away, the question will not be whether he was one of the greatest. The question will be, will we ever see another player like him again?